I was waiting to make this video because I was hoping that the US would extend the deadline for the Real ID once again, but it looks like they are upholding it. So as of May 7th, 2025, you must have a Real ID or a passport to board a plane. Obviously, this is for my American subscribers. And if you don't know what a Real ID is, this is not new. This is something they've been trying to implement for years to increase security standards at the airport since 9/11. But they're finally going through with it and implementing this deadline of May 7th, 2025. If you're not sure if you have a Real ID or not, if you haven't been to the DMV recently or in the last few years, you probably don't, but it has a little yellow star in the top right-hand corner. So if you don't have a Real ID or a passport, then you definitely need to go to the DMV, especially if you're going to get ready to travel as soon as possible. Honestly, I think everyone thought that they were going to keep extending the deadline. So many people have put this off, making the DMV, what is already a nightmare, even more of a nightmare. And in fact, I've seen some stories where people can't even get appointments before May 7th. So I know in New Jersey, they have declared Thursdays Real ID Thursdays, and they've added thousands of appointments on. So hopefully your state is doing something similar. What will you need to bring with you to the DMV to get the Real ID? Now, this always stresses me out, the 6 points of identification, because I've been turned away a few times. But in New Jersey, it is a social security card, proof of identity, and then 2 proofs of residency. But it does vary from state to state. So you want to search your state's requirements. Don't forget, if you have a passport, you can use that instead to board a plane. Now, if you don't have either, and you have a trip coming up, which one would be faster? So definitely the Real ID if you can get an appointment. So when I went, I got the appointment and then I got my Real ID within 2 weeks versus the passport. You have to wait usually like 3 months. Plus the passport fee is a lot more money. I think it was like $40 to get the Real ID. Honestly, I do not think they're going to extend this deadline again unless something crazy happens where people just can't get appointments at the DMV. But this is going to be interesting, and I'm sure it's going to make for a lot of chaos at the airport. Please share this video with as many people as you can so we can get the word out that yes, they are upholding the May 7th, 2025 deadline for the Real ID, because there's going to be a lot of upset people at the airport when they cannot board a plane because they don't have the right identification. And definitely keep following me because I will keep you updated of any changes.